Good morning from Fib Diggity. Yeah, where the friends are the best. Friends in the box, pretty good friends. So, this morning I am going to do some different things. The main thing I'm going to work on are ATCs for Janet M and Dee Dee's swap. But I'm not going to start out with that. But we're going to work in my idea collection journal to get some ideas of what I want to do. I'm doing patriotic themes, yes, because this is the last day in June. Tomorrow's July 1st. And then 4 more days for our 250th birthday of the United States. So I am doing a celebration box, and I'm putting different patriotic themes in there. Good morning. Hi, Jacqueline. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. So I also am working on my milk jugs. I'll probably finish. Let me get these off. Oh, and I'm working on a tag. Let me put this behind me. My milk jug that I did yesterday is dried. I think I'm going to put some varnish on this. And it's very matte. It's just craft paint. And then I'm going to, of course, I want to finish the brown seeds in here. This is a hydrangea. I might make a lighter blue for the hydrangea. And then I'm going to put a varnish on it, and then I'm going to come back and do big, bold outlines on this. So, and I'm going to do a patriotic one. I might sketch it today. So let me get over on my other phone here so that I can welcome folks as they come in. I have to type in my password. Do, 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 do. Better turn the sound down. And let's see. The temperature right now is 70 degrees. I think they said that there are possible storms tonight, which is okay because that will water the garden. Let's get into my stream, YouTube. And I turned the sound down. I need to go to my channel and go to my stream here. And get rid of the ad. Do, 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 do. Skip it. And of course, where is my chat? Where is my chat? You see, it never comes up right away. I have to bop in it a couple times. There we are. Looks fabulous. Thank you, thank you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this tag. Or as much as I can, I'm going to make a strip out of this. Maybe 2. Let's snip it here. Find my scissors. I want to tap some on here. But let's go ahead and... Oh, this is the fabric that does not rip. It's more of a broadcloth. So we'll just cut it down the center here. So, what are you all up to today, Jacqueline? I haven't been online this morning, so, well, I may have been just a little. Let's see. Let's do something on the back here. Let's grab a napkin. Of course, the one I want to grab isn't here. Where is it? What did I do with it? put this on the back, a napkin. One. Oh, there's different designs on this. Well, that's nice. Put these back in here. Oh. Let's see what I have. Let's take the backing off of this. Well, that's down there. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Vanessa. She says she can't stay long. Well, thanks for popping in and saying good morning. Hold on a minute. Let me do this. Let's see who else came in. Chaz. Hi, Chaz. Good morning, Chaz. It's good to see you. Hi, Lori Pink Girly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for popping in. Let's see. This is going to be the back of it. I'm actually kind of leaning toward this. Or maybe this. Yes. So I'm just going to put this on with my glue stick. Something nice and easy. I hope that you are all doing well. You got any plans for the 4th? I don't think we do. If we don't do anything, I'll probably watch fireworks on YouTube. I did get out in the garden yesterday. I got my garden watered. If it rains tonight, it will water the garden for me. We'll just plop this. Well, of course it's going to be stubborn. And I got that red blotch on the back, but I don't mind that too much. Because it's just the back. Have to do a tag. I didn't get any tatting done yesterday. When I go out and work, even when it was a little hot out yesterday. It was very hot out yesterday. I don't know if I can. Let's just do it this way. But then I come in and take a shower and I'm tired and yeah, I don't get much done. But I got my garden watered. No, these scissors aren't the best. Where are my little scissors? I'm going to have to clean this whole table off. I can't find anything. I've been using these scissors for my, I made washi tape yesterday. And I've been using my scissors to cut that washi tape, and it gunks up my scissors. Come on, don't do that. So I want to work on my designs for my Patriotic ATCs for Janet and Dee Dee swap. I've got some ideas. And I think what I'm going to do is carve a stamp. That way it could be my original art, but it'll be a stamp carving. But you'll see what I'm thinking. All right, let's save the napkin. This part of it at least. I like that they put 4 different designs on this napkin. That was nice. I've got a star. Let's see. Yeah, I've got all sorts of stuff here. What's this? That doesn't need to be on my table. There are my little scissors. I'm looking for a piece of sandpaper. There it is. I'm going to do the scratchy thing here, if you're sensitive to that sound. And then I want to punch a hole, and by golly, I have my big bite right where I can reach it. I'm going to have to do something about the lighting in this house. That's the, there we go. No, it's not punching. Why not? What am I doing wrong? It's not going down. Oh, I didn't put it. I see. I have to put it way down in there. Okay, sorry. I didn't put it in the right slot. Now, do I have it about halfway through? Get your finger out of the way. Why not? I need a different, I need a test sheet here to figure out what I'm doing. I haven't used these in such a long time. unpunched. Maybe because I was punching through fabric, I couldn't. Let's do it this way. That did it. I can't see it though. There it is. It's not very big. Let me get my... I'm laughing because you should see my cart over here. It's really topped off to the gills here. Now I want to put these in there. Let's see if I can't get those through. Yes. No. I'm wondering if I just don't take a bit of fine art glitter glue and glue those down rather than trying to do a knot. I think I'm liking this. I am going to glue this down too. Let's get my fine art glitter glue. Good morning, everybody. I hope that you're having a good week. I don't trust sticker stuff. And this I glued down yesterday, but let's, yeah, in a year or so, the sticker glue would have dried out and I would have lost the stickers. Oh, of course. There we go. Now, I want to glue these down. Yeah. Now let's turn it over. we go. Now, I'll just let that dry. I want to put some red tatting trim here and down here. But for now, I'm just going to set it aside. Let's wipe off my glitter glue thing. Put the pin back in it. There we go. Now, I'm laughing because I don't have room for everything on my shelf here. Let's put my all away so I know where it's at the next time I need it. And we are going to look at my boxes. This box I worked on yesterday. This is a State Fair box. Let me put my all away. I think I can. Looks like I need to trim. I need to trim this little piece here. There we go. And let's open it up. Uh-oh. Oh, it opens this way. And I think I glued the ends to the back of the box, so I can take off the painter's tape now. I'm not on my live chat. Is that Rhonda? Do I see Rhonda, lady? Hi, Rhonda. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Welcome in. Jinx is Rhonda. Rhonda is an early morning, wee hour of the morning person, I say. How are you doing? How are you? Hey, girl. Hey, how are you doing? She says, have a blessed day, everyone. Let's see, what did she say? She said, hi, Meri. I hope you and everyone are doing well. I'm just popping in with a hello. By the time you see this, I will be gone. Oh, no. By the time you see this, Meri, I know you. She said, everyone have a blessed 4th. Please be safe and take care. Chaz says hi to Jinx. Hello, have a great day. Have a blessed day. You too. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad she popped in to say hello. I've been thinking about her. She mods for Barb Owen. Barb Owen. Let's get these tapes off of here. I might have to put some more glue on this one. I do like using these boxes. Somebody asked me what I was going to put in them, and I might just fill this box this morning because I need the space. There we go. So, this is not going to hold patriotic things. This is a State Fair corn dog box. My brother likes those State Fair corn dogs. And I covered it with a laminate. And what I'm going to put in here are things I have over on the little shelf over here, like, well, I don't know if I want to put that in there. I don't know if I want to put that in there. I have some fuzzy yarn. What's this? This is an old list from June 16th of 2025. Let me put that over there. I have some figurine. Let's see, what's this? Fabric dye. I might keep that out. It's the right color. I just have things scattered over here that I need to. I have some. This will just be a catch-all box. I have Becky's basket. I don't want to put that in there, but I have these that I had on my. This is a heart I made a long time ago, and I put it up on my hand sanitizer bottle, and I put all these necklaces on there. But it's so inconvenient. Let's see, what else do I have going here? I have my gloves, my one glove. Shall I put it on? I'm going to finish this other glove. I think I can stitch it together. But I didn't make the pair yet of this, but I made a glove. I should make some more gloves. And this is made out of an old pair of leggings that were all stretched out. A glove. A glove. It isn't on completely. I don't have it completely turned right side out. There we go. I should make some more of these just for fun. But I'll put that in there. And this one. And what else do I have here? Another box of dye. I must have been sorting through. I have a... And what else? I've got some more of this. I'm not going to put Derwin in there. Derwin got put over on the other. Derwin needs to stay out. That's a gift from Miss Becky. That's a... Let's see. Here's a bracelet. I have this little matchbox thing that I made. Little matchbox papers. Let's tie it back up, Mary. And it'll be fun. I'll be looking for stuff and I'll come in here and say, what do I have in here? I just need to, I'm going to keep this stuff out, but I need it contained because I've got a bar of ivory soap that I was carving. These are stamps that I don't like. I'll put it in there. I'll use them for backgrounds. Here's some more ivory soap. Can't get too much more in there. Let's see what I have here. Oh, I was doing a tassel. I'm going to keep that out. I got some more papers here. That's about all I can get in there, but I have more on my desk. Here's another glove I'm going to stuck. It's just one side of a glove. Maybe I'll keep this out. I don't know what I have here. keep these. Looks like I was planning some transparent art pages. I'll keep that out. I have a sanding block. Some watercolors that are cheapies. And that's about all I can get in there, but I have more going on over here. But I've got messies here. I have these two. Maybe I'll keep that out and put these in. I have these two plaster of Paris that I actually want to put them on a box. I've got another State Fair box, but let's put those in there. Now, let's see. A little Jesus. And what's this? Oh, I've got some alcohol pads that I keep out. My stamps I keep out. All right. I think everything else over here, maybe I can put this back in here. Keep that out. Am I going to get it closed? Yes. And then I had that tie. Let's take this tie. And I'm going to keep the box out. But it contains everything, so it isn't all falling around. Now, let's make room for it over here. Yeah. I've got all sorts of stuff here that I need to contain. My carving soap. I'm making space for it over here. I'll leave that there. Alrighty. Just kind of sorting stuff. I can put these on top of the box. This. Now, what do I have? A towel. I have Rit dye. This is from when I was doing batik. We have my tassel. We've got some Patriotic here. That's double-sided tape, I believe. Could be a paper. Patriotic. I've got some thread going here. I think I pulled this thread to work with that glove. All right. Derwin is out. This is Patriotic. Tatting. I'm making a tassel here. That's just notes. I'll put my glue sticks over here. Hold on. I'm kind of organizing my life over here so that I can find things when I need them. That's trash. Here's my little rabbit carving. I'm not going to put him away yet. I've got some stamps. My little finger puppets. These were sent to me by Journey. Bless her heart. I miss her. Little finger puppets. And then I just have some little scrappies here. Put these together. That's trash. I use that to scratch on. Put my glue sticks up here, my dye. I might try to dye some things for the 4th of July, especially with this. The yellow, not so much. It'd be fun to do some batik, but I don't want to get out into another project. I have some sandpaper. All right, that's a lot neater over there. Now, oh, I got Becky's bowl, and I just don't have enough room, you guys, for everything. That is the problem. All right. I keep thinking I want this, but I really don't. I'm gonna toss it. I got my watercolor. All right. That's a little better. What's this? This is just a cluster I made. All right. Some thread. Let's throw this stuff away. All right, let's go to let me look at chat, and then I'm going to work on my Society of Idea Collector. Let me look at chat here. Come on, don't be stubborn. Get rid of this. What are you doing? There we go. Let me refresh chat. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I got 9 of you out there. Rhonda says, have a blessed day. It's a quiet day today. Yes, it is, Chaz. I think I'm all caught up with chat. That's okay. I don't mind those quiet days. My desk feels kind of pasty. I was using that. But I'm going to use my system. Oh, we're going to look at this box here first. This is my celebration box. I need to work on it. And yesterday I made these for my to put around the edges. And you know, I think I can use, let's pull out a couple. And let's put all of this in there to get it off my desk. Just to get it off of my desk. And let's fold that in half and put it here. Some of this stuff doesn't belong in there, but yeah. All right. What I want to do is trim. Oh, I got more. I've got more Patriotic to put in that box. Some stars. Yeah, I kind of overdid it at Hobby Lobby with my Patriotic. That can be tossed. No more Patriotic to put in that box. So I have a halfway decent work area here. You don't want to see what's above. Kind of a fun box to explore in. All right. Now, I feel much better. Except I don't like this guy here. He's... Put that there. Alrighty. Now what I want to do is I want to trim the edges here. And hopefully these scissors are sharp enough to do that. Because I'm going to use this as washi tape on my box. Yeah, I got a mess there. So today is Tuesday. Kathy Berg comes on after me. I want to attach some trim. I got to get some mail out, some bills paid. I'm trying to think what I have to do today. That's good enough. Let's do the other side, which isn't too bad. If I don't trim this, then it'll be hanging on the edge of my box, and I don't want that. And I don't mind if it's not completely even in here because it's not going to show that much. That's pretty good. Let's do the other one. See, I just don't want all this hanging down. I could glue it down, but I'm just going to trim it off. I'll probably have to water my garden this morning. That heat really, but you know, when I go outside, I have to take a shower in that bug spray. I really have to spray it on me. And then I have to take a real shower when I come back in because I don't like that bug spray on me all day long. And I'm usually got dirty feet and I'm hot and sweaty when I come in, so a shower relaxes me and I can work around the house feeling like I'm not covered with bug spray. And I really wonder, putting that much bug spray on you, how healthy that is. I suppose for a little time, and then if you shower when you come in, it probably doesn't hurt. But okay, so let's throw these away. And let's get my box back out. I think I'll have to empty it again to put, of course I pull everything else down. I have to empty it to work in it. Well, that wasn't too bad. I've got to glue this flap down. That's not a patriotic thing. What I want to do is put washi tape. I don't have to there, but on the edges here and here. But I probably will to make it consistent. And I'm going to use the 2 inches. And I think I'll cut it right about there. And I'm going to put it, can you guys see? I'm going to put it right in here. Fold it in half. And let's start over here. It's sticking to my finger. Yeah, it's not going on straight. There we go. Now I got this to deal with. I dropped my scissors. More patriotic stuff on the floor. And other scissors. I'll tell ya. Let's see if I can smooth this out a little. Yeah, I think I like that. And now the longer piece. It's not easy to put on. I'm going to try this one a different way. Hold on, I'm getting the backing off of this. Getting it started here. And of course, you guys can't see. I wonder if I could tip my camera a little. Let's tip my camera a little that way. Now what I want to do is right here. I want to snip it. And of course it's hard to do with all this stuff. And my scissors stick to it. Did I snip it in the right spot or close enough? There. Well, let's snip this one while it's still got the paper on it. And right in here. Maybe a little bit more. All right, now, let's do this a little at a time. I'm gonna have to stand up. Of course, that has to be right in the front, but I'm going to leave it. And then I can fold this under. You can tell it's a very homegrown box. It's very homegrown. I don't like that. I might put something on the edge here. Some ribbon or something. I think I have red ribbon someplace left from Christmas. On my fingers. There we go. Now I have this little spot here to do, but I have this to take care of. I think I'll just glue it down. I might just put paper in here or collage a napkin on it. We'll see. I need a little, I have that little piece somewhere. This is more of the big stuff. What did I do with the little piece? There it is. I need just about, now, let's take care of this. My fine art glitter glue. See if that'll hold it. No. That's not going to hold it. It's going to work itself up. Well, we'll try glossy accent, I guess. Probably need to. Here, let's do this. Maybe that's why it wasn't holding it. Let's try it again. Yeah, no. It's very interesting that that insists on coming up. Huh. Well, let's see if I think it's sticky enough. It's just that let's see if that'll keep it down enough until it dries. We'll might have to work with that again. All right, Penelope. I've got everything out here, that everything but the kitchen sink. All right, I was going to work with this. Maybe about to there. And I'm just going to put this on here. I'm getting a tab off of this tape here. I need a tear tab to take the release paper off. Yeah. There we go. Now I need to stand up again. Oh. It's not perfect, but I'm not going for perfection. Let's see. I think I want some around the... See, this is doing the same thing over here. It's not sticking. Not sure what's going on here. But I think I've had it for the morning. What's this? Paint. I'm going to put that away someplace up here. Okay. And before I put these in, I should really sort some of this stuff out. Little flags, some dyed cheesecloth, some stars, napkins, release papers, my tag. I was thinking on this tag, instead of the tatting, I could glue some stars on it. Maybe some silver ones. I'll have to think about that. Is that what I really want to do? There's more of these flags. They should really go in a bag. And I've got all these bits. This is that uneven piece. I will, of course, you know, the 4th is in a few days, but I will be working on this. I will be working on it the whole month of July. This is the salvage. Got a napkin here, another piece, all these little pieces. All these little pieces belong in the journal. It's kind of just collage. That's release paper, release paper. I've got all these little pieces. That's a big little piece. A big little piece. Washi tape. Some napkins. Release paper. Scrap. Well, let's work with the scraps. And put them in the journal. This is the journal. And I need to go through my newspapers and see what I have here. What, all right. Go through my newspapers and see if I can find some more articles. All right, so we're going to open it up, and I'm going to put the napkins in. I'm going to put the newspaper in. I'm going to put the charms and my tag, the stickers. A washi tape. And a napkin in there. Washi tape. Scrap fabrics. Flags. All right. At least it's a little more organized. Let me close this up for a minute. And we're going to work on putting some of these scraps in this. This is the journal. And I said I was going to do this journal a page at a time. I've got some extra papers here. Scrap. That's a bunny rabbit. Scrap. All right, so what I have, how I organized it, is that I have the back and a paper. And you see I already put some scrap on here. But I think I want to put the scrap on the papers. So let's see how I want to do it. I'm not sure. Fold this in half. Would it fit? I did in my own light. Some of this, I want to work with something I already have tape on. And I'm just going to kind of do this free form. It's scraps that I'm putting in. I can't get that off. Come on. Sometimes it gets stubborn. Let's see if this glues down. Now I don't want to work on this all morning because I want to work on my ATC designs. I'll show you what I'm going to do for the Patriotic ATC swap. Okay, we'll leave that for this page. Gosh. And then I think what I said was I'll have the backside a paper and a backside facing a backside and then another paper, which would be this one. And then I've got this. Ooh, I've got... I guess that's stuck on there. Oh, I got the tape off on that. I don't know if I can fix that or not. Help. See, I drew on that, but I'm going to leave the drawing. I don't know what I was doing. Let's put it up here. And I can put something over that. Go. I have to think about it. Now I have some tape in there. I had that little skinny piece. Which is the back and which is the front? Scissors are. I'm continually losing things on this desk. Now I kind of like that. Now, but this needs, let's fold this in half. Yeah, I need to snip this off. I think I'll just snip it off. I kind of like that. At 7:20. I still have some time left here. Let me go to my chat. How did you make the fabric washi tape? Chaz, the fabric washi tape is done by taking the Duck brand double-sided carpet tape. It's double-sided, and I put it down. I put my fabric on one side of it, and then that leaves the paper on the other side. And then when I get ready to use it, I peel off the release paper. I actually learned that technique from Rosemary Morris a few years ago. This is not glued down. I got distracted. Oh, I was reading chat. Hold on, I get sidetracked. Oh, and I turned my phone off. Oh, Mary, you do more crazy things than... I have to sign back in. There we go. Let's finish reading chat. Mary, how did you make the washi tape? Chaz says, Mary, do you remember when you took us thrift shopping with you? That would be fun to do again. Yes, I do remember that. For the last couple years, I did it on my birthday, which is in August, but I may do that again. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I kind of have to wait until after the middle of the month, though, because I've got end-of-month bills to pay, and my budgeting. I have to wait till I have more money to go thrifting. So maybe sometime in the middle of July we can do that. I think that's a great idea. Sherry Van popped in. Hi, Sherry. It's good to see you, Sherry. I appreciate you coming in. And I'm caught up with chat. Chaz, you have been visiting my channel pretty consistently, and I appreciate your coming in and visiting with us in the morning. You are over in Australia, aren't you? You have been visiting pretty consistently, and I've been noticing you out there. Oh, let's put some glue on this. And of course I get it all over my fingers. Let's try of course it's going on my finger now. I'll glue that down. I was working on this side. Throw that one away. I like these odd cuts. Ooh, maybe this way. And I put that tape on there that was doing crazy things. Yeah, I kind of, in the spring, when I was doing all my gardening and getting that, and I made a video of my garden, and it didn't turn out, so I didn't upload it. Now, let's figure out where I want to put it. Of course, my pencils are gone. Any type of a marker will help. Just to give me an idea of where I want to put the glue here. I'm liking that. I want to use up these bits and pieces. Okay, I think I like that. So I'm going to put this one in here. Maybe like this. Yeah. So that one will go there. And this is a right side. There's a right and wrong to this fabric. This is a right side and this is a wrong side. And what I'm doing is I'm putting wrong sides together, but I'm putting paper in between them. And then I'm putting right sides together. So, and then I will bind the journal, and I'm going to bind it in half. I may not bind it all at once. I may bind it a folio at a time. Because if I bind it all at once, I'll have these edges, which I may leave anyway and put something on them. We'll see. But if I do it like this as a folio, I'll still have edges. Yeah. So I'm kind of designing this as I go. And you know what? It's really a scrappy journal, but I'll be putting things, images in here. This is just kind of like the background. Alrighty, what do I have? A few left to go here. Let's see. I think I wanted right sides together here. Right side, wrong side. And let's see. Let's do a red here instead of the blue. Wrong side and wrong side. So this one will go here. I'm going to set it up out of the way. And let's see what kind of scraps I have left here. Ooh, I like this. I like that. So let's take this off. If and I can get it off. Sometimes it's a little fuzzy. Let's put this star right there. I like that. And let's put that here. Or here? No, up above. Maybe at a slant. Kind of like the vertical because it's striated. The wicking goes vertical. So, and I think I'll just glue it on. I've got threads hanging on it, off of it. Oh no, of course I messed up my glue here. That's how my desk gets messy. Put little bits of glue there. I like that. Let's do the other side. What do I have left here? I've got another one of these. It's got strings hanging off of it. Actually, I think it'll go better down here. Strings. See, and this will be folded in half. So let's fold it in half. So that's what's on this side. And then on this side, whoops, on this side, it'll be some here and some over here. And then I can either journal or put an image or something in there. I want to get some historical images. Oh, look at this. I snipped that. And it's got strings. Maybe that wasn't the end that I stripped. Snipped. Let's wipe this off on here. Got it running down the... So this is kind of free form, and this is just the base. This is just the base. What I did with my paper towel. Probably threw it away. There we go. Oh, my phone went off on me. Hi, Kimchi. Welcome in. Yeah, I could probably find some nice pictures online. I have a lot of history books because I like history. I know a lot of American history books that I probably have images that I can use. Kimchi says, did you get to see the moon last night? It was huge here, pink and super low. I wish I could have taken a photo, but my phone wouldn't do it justice. Oh, wow. No, I actually fell asleep early last night. Wow, I'll bet it was beautiful. Kimchi, is it summer for you? Chaz is asking. Kimchi says, it's 7:30 a.m. here in Minnesota on a Tuesday morning. Yes, I'm on Central Time too, so I'm reading you 5 minutes later. Did Becky come in? Did Becky come in? Did I miss saying hello to Becky? There she is. Hi, Becky. Welcome in. Becky's been cleaning in her yard. Boy, my heart went out to you when I saw your short yesterday where you showed where you were cleaning up that area. I thought, man, that's a lot of work in the heat of the day, Becky. Becky wants to plant shrubs so that she'll have less mowing going on. So this one will go this way. Now I'll have a red one. And let's see, I think I just have 2 left here. So let's go ahead and finish these, and then I'll look for some images. Let's see, I think I can just use a... Do I want to go clear across? No. And snipping a... all sorts of stuff here. Snip a border across it. And then after I fold that, I might take and put a little blue. Let's put it down first. Get me a tear tag in here. If and I can. Yeah, I think I like that. Now let's trim the... There we go. Now, I was thinking, when I fold this in half, right in here, I could put a folds again. So when this, it actually comes down a little bit more. Right in there. And what are you up to this morning, Becky? Are you still here or did you go? I imagine you're all done with breakfast. Let's see, today is Tuesday. Let's see, I think I had it going this way. Let's make sure I get it on the crease. Snip the corner here. Should have done that first, because I'm gumming up my scissors. Yeah, that's good enough. So it'll fold like this, and there'll be something in between it like that. So it'll just look like, but what I'm thinking is I need to emphasize this more. Let's just draw it across there too. There we go. Now on this side, I still have, oh look, it soaked through. Maybe I'll do it this way then. I don't have enough. This one longer? That one's longer. And since I've got it stitched down here, I'm not going to cut the flag. I'm just going to put it like this. And then it'll divide. Yeah. And I'll get that used up real fast. What I did with my other pen. I forgot that those S pens, those Pen Plus gears, are felt, and they'll soak through thin papers real fast. I actually like the Tombow markers the best. All right, let's start down here. Right there. That's pretty good. So it'll divide like this. Yeah, this needs to be trimmed a little more. There we go. And then there'll be a division here. So this page goes like, and then since this is right side up, this will face it. And we're ready for this one, which is the last paper. And it'll come there. And then that will be the end. So let's do this one and get it done. And, ooh, I like that. And I just have a few, I haven't used this yet. I have a few pieces left here. This is what I have left to use. Oh no, do I have some over here? No, I just have papers. I have some extra cut off paper. Let me get rid of some of this stuff that's actually trash. I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. Okie dokie. So what I'm thinking, I actually like that on there. But do I want it on this side or this side? I think I want it over here. I think I want it right here. Now, do I want it so thick? Or do I want to cut that in half? I think I'll cut it in half. Put half here and half here. Using up all my scraps in here. But I think by the time I write in this journal and put pictures and everything in it, all of this other scrappy stuff I'm putting in will just kind of be background patriotic background stuff. So half here. Is the other side going to come off? Sometimes I'm pretty good at getting half of it off, and the other half I have to... There we go. Did I do that wrong? Well, I put it up at the top. Can I get it off? I did it wrong. Well, we'll leave it on the top, I guess. Leave it on the bottom. It's on the bottom. I guess that's where it belongs. That isn't what I intended. Not quite what I intended, but we'll leave it there. And then you open it up, and I want the other half here. And I'm going to snip this off before. Yeah, it's stuck on me now. Now, where was I putting it? Over here. There we go. And so I have a few scrappies left here, but I can use those like on tags or ATCs or something. I want to get to doing my patriotic design. What'd I do with the paper? I think I glued something down to my desk there. It's getting crooked. All right, so that one, oh, there it is. It goes this way. Then I should have something in there. What did I do here? Well, let's try it. So, I don't like that. Let's put it this way for the front cover. So, front, that's the back. We'll do this one. Wrong sides together. Wrong sides together. This one. Right sides together. This one. Wrong sides together. This one. Where's my other one? Right sides together. That one. Like that. So that's gonna, this is how it's gonna, I guess I don't mind it being uneven. I don't really mind that at all if I bind all these together in here. Except I want this one for the front. And I'll probably put some sort of an ornament or something on there. And open it up. It'll flip like this. And this is actually a page here. I might turn that around. Like this. I think I like that better. I like that. Then paper. I've got paper, then fabric, then paper, then... And the fabric is kind of a thick fabric. It's kind of like a broadcloth. So it's kind of like a... It isn't just a thin piece of fabric. I'm kind of liking this. And once I get images and journaling, and we'll see what else I put in here. And then that's the centerpiece. And then it goes back this way. I don't like that. That needs to be flipped this way. Yeah. So that's the center, so I'll probably do something in the center, maybe a piece of paper in the center. Maybe a piece of paper in the center. And I'll put some, I'm not going to do it now, I'll put some scrappies on it. Actually, I could use up the rest of these in the center. And have three centerpieces just to use them up. These are Jacqueline papers, Jacqueline Lovely's Crafting Lodge papers, and put them in here, and then go on to the back here. Getting kind of thick. I might have to do this in more than one. I don't really want to. There we go. I'm kind of liking that for a little patriotic journal, and then have it bound on this side. Now, do I have a tie? Can you hold that for me? Okay, let's see if I can find a tie here. Sponges. Something holding my drawer jammed. There we go. Glue. I'm looking for a tie. We tie it with a tape measure. There we go. That'll work for temporary. Do I have something better? All right. I'm going to take these glue sticks out of this package. Was jamming my door. Another one here. I buy these Pen Plus Gear glue sticks every time I go to Walmart. Not every time, but whenever I think I need more glue sticks. They're kind of, I like them because they're inexpensive. You get them for a little over $1 a piece. And they're good. They're strong glue sticks. Let me get it out of the package here so that the package doesn't jam my drawer. And throw all this away. Now, see, I have this, which is pretty cool. I think I got this from Rebecca. Bless her heart, but I'm gonna temporarily use one of these just to kind of hold this shut while I'm doing other things. Alrighty then. What's this? Oh, this holds that. Alright. So I still have some scrappies to use, but I'm not gonna do that now, but let's Throw the little ones away. Let's put them in this. That's an awful big bag for little scraps, but let's fill this bag. Be fun to make a transparent art journal page, wouldn't it, for my art transparent tag? Thinking about it while I'm doing this. I don't need that. That's a piece of lace. Goes to my, and let's put these release papers. I'm always looking for my release papers. Let's put those in there. Got quite a few things here to just kind of hold scraps. So I could put some more of this stuff in there, but I won't. Let's just put this in here, put my journal there. I want to work on my Patriotic ATCs. This needs to be, oh, that's just, I see, okay. I am liking my box. My phone keeps going off on me. Why it does that, I'm gonna have to fix that setting. There's Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Let's look at chat. Chat filter, all messages. Good morning, Joyce. It's good to see you. Becky said she will be ready for a break from throwing clay. You must be talking about your sister, Becky. That sounds nice, Becky. Becky said she's no heating the house up. One pasta, one tomato, and one fruit. She says, I'm going to make 3 salads up for lunch tomorrow, as my sister Robin is coming over for lunch and a puzzle. Ooh, a lunch and a puzzle. A jigsaw puzzle? She's going to make a pasta salad, a tomato salad, and a fruit. She said she's not going to heat up the house. It's too hot to heat the house up. Chaz says, groceries, I dread every shop. You don't like, oh, the prices are going up. The price is going up with the cost of living. Yeah. I know. I don't think we'll ever get away from prices going up. Becky said she needs to go to the store at some point. Let's see, good expression. Becky said, it is, but one bite at a time and I will have eaten the elephant. Oh, that hard work out there. Yeah, Scott works 2 jobs. She says, I can't blame Scott, as he never has been one to do the yard work ever, and he works 2 jobs. When you work 2 jobs, you come home tired. He's lucky to have you, Becky. Years worth of cleanup needs to be done, and right now it's just me, Becky says. I know. We cleaned up behind our garage. My brother had stuff just thrown out there, and they built that new garage, but he still had stuff just thrown out there. And I'm going, well, he's got a really nice garage, but it's all junky behind it. So I had that landscape fabric, so I cleaned out the weeds and cleaned everything out and put that landscape fabric down. And then on top of the landscape fabric, we had some refrigerator shelves. They kind of look like big 6x3 foot grates. And I put those down on top of the landscape fabric and then kind of cleaned up the mess that was behind there. But that prevented all those weeds from growing up behind that nice garage that he had. And then I always mow on the other side of the garage. Yeah, I know what you're going through. My heart goes out to you. Becky said, I was hoping Greg would help me some as he's currently out of a job and no one is hiring right now. So it's bad trying to get a job right now. I know that too. My heart goes out to him. I hope that he finds something soon. He needs to be working just for, he just needs to be doing something. Anybody does when you're younger. I got this tape on here. Let me tape stuck on my beading here. Oh, it's really stuck on there. There we go. But then again, if he can't find anything, and if they're not hiring, I get that too. He's lucky to have you and Scott. And there's nothing wrong with him staying with you while he's not working. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I stayed with my parents between jobs. Mary, I was wondering if you had enough scraps to make a flag collage style. I probably do. You mean a flag out of scraps? A sewn one? A stitched one? I have a lot of this fabric left. Maybe about, bigger than a half quarter, but not a half yard. I need to take care of these corners. I'm not finished with this yet. But I want to move on. Let's put this away. What's this? Oh, this is other fabric here. These are postage stamps. I don't know why I have that out for some reason or another. Probably sitting on my desk. Okay, what I want to do is get out my Society of Idea Collector journal. And I want to show you where we're going with this. That's not my Society of Idea Collector. It's here. I made sure I had it this morning. I put it behind me. Hold a minute. Oh. Chaz, let me show you what I have here. I have some Walmart fabric that has flags on it. Isn't this cool? It has the old kind of a tattered flag. Home of the brave. I think I would take and outline the word brave. This came in a package. They must have, because I didn't have them cut this. It doesn't feel like a full yard. It might be. Put that in there. But what we're going to do, this is my Society of Idea Collector. Let me get this out. Off of the, get rid of some of this stuff here yet on my desk. What I want to do, and of course, my camera needs to go up higher. Let me. Get in here. Am I going backwards? Yeah, I don't have too much left in my journal here. Gonna have to get that new one going. We did a list on the 26th. I got 7/19/26. That's really should be 6/19/26. Because it's not July yet. What I want to do, hold it. This stuff is in my way. This is Penelope's pen. I made that box to put stuff in, but it's still my... All right, what I want to do is design an ATC for the swap. So I'm going to measure out some 2.5 by 3.5. And actually, let me work on paper and attach the paper in here, because it's so, this book is too big. Let me get out some paper here. That'll work much better for me. So I want some 2.5 by 3.5. And I might just use my edges here. And let's go down 3.5. Actually, I'm going to use these. 1, 2, 3, and 1/2. 1, 2, 3, and 1/2. Did I go down to 3.5? 1, 2, and 1/2. And 1/2, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 1/2. One, 2.5. Now I can't see. My paper's a little crooked. All right, so I've got, this one looks a little small, but it's okay, because I just want to sketch in here. This one looks a little large. That's what's going on. That's 3 inches. Let's make this 2.5. That's okay, because I'm going to be cutting these out anyway. And putting them in my journal, my society. I'm just doing this to get rough ideas of what I want to do. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking an eagle. And I'll show you, I've already chose one. And I'm going to carve the eagle. And of course, these here, let's just mark out so you can see where the ATCs are going to be. And it won't be as perfect. It won't be as perfect, but it'll be mine. And I'm going to use the same stamp for all of the cards. Now you make 5 plus 1. 5 to trade. 1 goes to Janet. Then I'm going to make 1 for Dee Dee and 1 for myself to keep. So that's 8, I think, ATCs. And let me get my other phone out here. I'll show you the ATC that I'm thinking of. I think I put it on this phone. Or the Eagle. I have to sign in. And go out to my gallery. Here he is. So I'm going to sketch this eagle. And he'll be on a background, but the background's going to be very lightly swatched in watercolor. And then I'm going to have, it'll be the same stamp on every ATC, on all 8 of them. I happen to have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 9. But I'm going to design the stamp first. And I'll probably have to do a couple of sketches. And do I want to use a pencil? If I can find one. I want a pencil. Please, a pencil. Keep that out. See, this is how my stuff gets cluttered over there. I don't think I have a pencil in here. All these pens. And pens that I haven't opened yet. So, do I want to fool with, yeah, hold on, falling. Let me look over on my other. A pencil. And then what I usually do is I sketch out what I want and then I go over it with ink. I'm going to zoom in a little so you can see my sketching a little better. Let me stand up and do that. that a little better? Have to wait for my phone to catch up with me. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't need the ruler anymore. Trying to get it placed so you guys can see what I'm doing. Maybe down a little. I'm waiting for my phone to catch up with my movements here so before I get started. All right. So the ego, he has, he's taking up, his whole side here is taking up a lot. But I want some of this flag, wavy flag in here. Make sure that's 2.5. And he's going to kind of be a pattern anyway, so let's go ahead and, let's see, I want some room up here for the star. Let's just kind of put a star in there just for a light suggestion. So his head would come in here. And I'm just going to kind of put in and I'll be adjusting it as I go. So his head comes down, his body, he's got this very distinctive wing here. His wing takes up probably most of it. Can you guys see my markings? I don't know if you can see them or not. Right now I'm kind of getting an idea of the composition. So he's going to come down like that. His body can come in like this. And I want space up in here, and I want space in here. Well, I think I'm kind of liking that. This wing is more of a shoulder wing there. And he's got his white. And then he's got a very distinctive beak. I haven't done his beak. Comes around like, it's really larger. And I don't know if I like that eraser. Let's get an eraser that I could use. Use one of my stamp erasers here. Which one is this? That'll work. And he's got a pretty long forehead here. Speak. Comes in like that, and he's got a long forehead. And then he's got these big claws down here at the bottom. I might have to redo those, but you get the idea. Another one coming out this way, and he's got another claw coming out this way. All right. Now, what's happening here is he's got part of his comes like this, and you can actually see a part of his leg in here. Now, let's go back up to his forehead. And his eye. I'm not used to working so small. His eye comes something like that, which makes his beak. He's got an eye here. And his forehead comes down and more flat. Comes down that way, his beak. Something like that. Now, I think he needs a bigger body. He's got a pretty big head. Maybe he needs a smaller head. Rid of that. Whoops. Let's go in here and look at this more. Yeah, I got his head too big. Sorry if I get in the way here. And then I'll come back in with my pen and redefine this so you guys can see it better. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Might need to straighten that out. Let's come in with my pen. And define him so you guys can see it. And I'm going to have to hunt out my carving material. Cynthia Dooley sent me. And I think I have it handy. If I don't have it handy, I might have to order some. Because I put all my stuff is in storage, let me tell you. All right, let's do his. Now it's gonna be a carving, so I have to be careful that I don't get so intricate because of the. It's kind of hard to do intricate with those tools that I have. You almost need professional tools to do something very intricate. So he's going to come down. His feathers are going to come down like this. Maybe something like that. And then he's got some feathers coming down this way. And he's got his toes, his claws. Well, that's an awful big claw. I might have to make that claw smaller. I was really emphasizing it. This needs to be smaller, but I can change that. All right. And let's just bring him out a little bit more. Let's work on his head. He's got an eye, and then his beak. Well, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'll have to do some feathers in here, and I'm just going to, I'm not going to put a bunch of them in there, just enough to give you a hint that this is an eagle. I might redo this one again. I'll do them a couple times before I get the final one. But I think this is pretty good for the beginnings. And let's see, this would be the edge of the ATC here. And then I have a star up in here. And then the wavy flags. Now, what I'm going to do, this is going, the background, well, it'll all be in watercolor after I carve it. But I'll have different words on here, and they'll just be handwritten. I might put "We the People" or "God Bless America," and on every one it'll have 1776 to 2026, and I'll probably have a 250 out in here. I should probably have something with USA or America on it, because it is commemorating the 250th. Let's give him an eye. Oh, here. There. Whoops. I'm out of frame. I'm so sorry. Am I in frame now? I'm not on my red dot. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I think I like that. I'm going to make 6 of them. So I'm going to cut him out, and I'm going to make different ones. Now, let's put this one out of the way for now. And let's snip him out. If I can find my little scissors. And if I had my printer available, I would just go print him, but I think it'll take too long to do that. So I'm going to do what I normally do, is he becomes my pattern. And I'm usually make 3 or 4 of these before I'm done. And I'm not going to cut his feet out. I'm going to redraw his feet. So let's just go here, because I got his feet way too large on this. Actually, let's snap a picture of this so that I have him. Let me get my camera out again. What time is it? 8:35. I can't do too much more. Let's snap a picture of him. What's this? What is that? Oh, that's my, hold on. There we go. Okay. And now I have a picture of him in my phone. I might try to print that out after the stream. Well, actually, let's try to print it out now. Let's see if my printer will. Let's go back over to my gallery. That one's kind of fuzzy. Let's move this one to trash. Alrighty. I guess I don't have the top. The top is about to there. There. That's pretty good. So there he is, and that's about 2.5 by 3.5 right there. But let's go back over to my 75 out now. Over 230 million people face brutal heat. Yeah. It's going to get hot again today. I want to go to my folder here, my sketchbook. And we're going to make a picture here. Those are my address sheets. Let's put it back in my gallery. and do a new photo, and we'll just create what I have, and we're going to come in here and pick import image. No, that's not it. Import image. And here. And I think it was this one. Yeah. I'm going to move him up. And we're going to export that. As a JPEG best. And we're going to make it equal ATC. I'm going to save it. I'm going to put this one in my gallery. And then we're going to come back to the, get out of that. I'm going to come back over into here. And I think it's this one. We're going to edit it. I'm going to get rid of all of this. I probably could have used the one I had, but we'll use this one. Save it. Now we're going to come into my notes. Come into my notes. And I'm in my dream screen. I don't want to be in that. I want to go to all notes. I'm going to create a new one. And eagle. I can't see here. The light is shining on it. Eagle. And I think it's this one. No. It's this one. No. I want to import that picture. I can't see that the light's shining on it. Plus image, gallery, eagle, 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 eagle. Not that one. Done. And I think I want them a little larger for, well, this is gonna, let's make it 100%. Let's make it this size. Let's see what it looks like on the page. I got a black style page sorter. I got a black background. I got a document scan in there. I didn't know that. wanted to... Well, we'll do this. Let's save it as a PDF file. Standard PDF. Now, can we print? Might be, oh yeah, that's pretty, it's just about the right size. Let's go ahead and print this. And it's printing someplace in here. Printing, Samsung. It might take a bit for it to print. My printer it needs a new, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this one out. What time is it? It is, I just got a few minutes left here. We'll pick this up again. I might work on it a little. I don't know if I'll work on it offline or not. I'm just going to round off his head here. And we'll give him smaller feet. What did I do there? I need to use the tippy tip of my scissors when I'm cutting intricate areas. Trying to get his beak cut out here. Did I get it? Well, it's close enough. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, that's not right. I think it might have printed. Let me go check. Let me go. I'm going to leave the eagle out here for you to look at. We'll put him right in the center. And see, I use this as a pattern, and then I can do several different designs. Let me go see if it printed. Let me go check. My printer's out in the kitchen. And you ask, why do I put the printer in the kitchen? And that's because that's where I have the most light. I don't have a lot of light in here. I've got drapes on my window over here. And I don't have a whole lot of light to see what I'm doing with that printer. And I'm going to put this in my Society of Idea Collectors. And this one I'm going to use as a pattern. So I'll pick this up again on Thursday morning. I might work on this. I'll have to see what I have. But let's go ahead and put this one in my Society of Idea Collector just to start with. And I'll probably be doing more. Oh, I gotta find a page here. Let me zoom out again. You guys aren't there. I think I was right about in here. Yeah, because I got the ideas for what to do. And I'm just going to cut him out here. Now I could take that same PDF, take the eagle and repeat him 3 or 4 times, but for what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to get rid of this because it's in my way. Let's put him, I don't need this anymore. Let's put him in here. Is this a tumble pin? Let me get out my tumble markers. I like my tumble markers. And we might save this. No. Yeah. Let's save this. Throw that one away. Is that fabric? And can you guys see? Yeah. So this whole thing is about the 250th. Because these were ideas of things I could do in my journal. We did a list the other day. Let's put this in my journal. Is that too long? Yeah, it's hard to get this paper off. And he's a little bit taller, I think, than 3.5 by 2.5, but that's okay. I just gotta, so what I'm gonna do here is write idea for carved eagle for Patriotic ATCs. And then what I'm going to do is watercolor. And, you know, he'll be a carved image is what I'm saying. And then I'll just lightly watercolor the red and white stripes, maybe put a blue background up in here with a gold star. And then I'll write on all ATCs 1776 to 2026, and I'll probably put the 250 on there. And I'll have to figure out where I want to put that on there. But then to make the UTCs a unique piece of art, let's see, I'll need 8 ATCs, and I want each one to have a unique phrase to make it a separate piece of art. Not like, I'm not going to make 6 identical ones, and what's going to be different is what I write in the background. So, like one might say, "We the people." One might say, well, I have to think of some patriotic, "God bless America." And one might say, "America the Beautiful." I'm just thinking of things I can write on there. One might say, "United we stand." One might say, and I'm going to write it in here, probably on the white stripes. "Home of the brave." That was 5. I need 8 of them. I got "America the Beautiful," "Star Spangled Banner," "God bless America, we the people, united we stand." Trying to think of some more patriotic phrases. I'm probably getting time for me to, "Hi Heidi." I have to think of 3 more phrases to put in there, and I might fiddle with this design a little, but I want to border it in gold. Let's put border ATC in gold, and it'll probably be a gold marker, so I need to allow for that around here. All right, let me come out, and we'll just leave this right here. And you know what, I want to put this in here. I don't want to lose my pattern. I'm just going to set him in here. I guess I don't need that, but I'll keep it anyway for now. And my sheets I'll be working with. But for right now, I'm going to take a picture of this after I sign off. This will be my thumbnail. So let's come out, and I think it's about time to sign off here. Let me refresh my chat and say goodbye. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Let's see. Hi, Tina. "Where liberty dwells." Let me write that down. Where? Thank you, Tina. It's good to see you. Where? Liberty dwells. Home of the free. Home of the free. Tina's got her thinking cap on. Bold stripes, bright stars, brave hearts. Well, that's bold Tina's on fire. Freedom is not free. Let's see. Bold stripes. Bright stars. She's putting them in faster than I can write them down. Brave hearts. Let freedom ring. Freedom is not free. Wow, this is cool. Let freedom ring. Freedom is not free. Got an ad. I got United We Stand. Thank you, Miss Tina. Built on courage. Tina, which is your coloring book? Tina says, good morning, Joyce. Sorry, I was coloring and not looking at the chat. Oh, she's still going. Tina says, she says, good morning, Disney crafting stuff, Jay. Good morning. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I think I'm going to go over my time here. I want to get these down. Liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Disney says, hi, Tina and everyone. Tina says, I'm coloring in the new mythographic Alice in Wonderland book. You colorers. I don't have the patience to do that coloring. I would be melting my crayons. Let's see, I got that one. Honor the brave, cherish the free. Honor the brave, cherish the free. Star Spangled Banner. I don't think I have that. Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. Who said that one? Crafting said that one. Star Spangled Banner. You guys, these are more than what I hoped for. Chaz says, Star Spangled Banner, or am I lost? You're not lost. United We Stand, Let Freedom Ring. I think I have all those. Let's go up and, let's see. I said good morning to Jay. Becky said she better go to the stores. The heat index is set for 102 in her state today. I think we're up to, what are we up to? Did I see there? 76 right now. 76 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Chaz says, yes, Mary, I'm in Queensland State, Australia. All right, I think I'm caught up with chats. Thank you guys for coming in. Let's see, let's go down to the bottom. I got lost. The semi-quincentennial. 250 years of freedom. 250 years. I'm going to put that. I'll probably put the 250 on every channel, on every card of freedom. We'll see how these turn out. I think I'm caught up. I want to thank you guys for popping in. And yeah, we're going to be working on more patriotic things. I want to get these ATCs done. I have to see if I can put my hands on my carving tools and everything, so it's gonna have to, but I'm gonna be in the house this afternoon. So thank you guys for popping in and have a great day. Stay cool. Don't go out in that heat unless you have to. Bye everybody.